On your marks, get set, bake.
Salute.
Goldfeder.
That I really like.
That is delicious.
Bakers, your time is up.
Welcome back to the tent. It's Krème Patisserie. It's a great British bake-off podcast. It's hosted by me, the Internet's Terror 713. It's hosted by her, the Internet's Nick Jude. But guess what?
Hi.
The champ is here. It's the homie Kim Goldfeder-Clarke in the building. Thank you, madam, for joining us to talk quarterfinals and dessert week and bacon and all kinds of stuff and catch me up on life. I ain't talked to you since forever.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining in with us on the good times. I got so much going on my desk right now. It is chaos tonight, y'all. My apologies. the night took a turn. my child hit me up earlier. Was like, "Hey, come get me. I need a little bit of home time." So I had to go scoop my kid up from college to come home for a little bit, and we've been rolling ever since. But it's good. I got to get my kid and hang out with him for a little bit, which is lovely.
With chest hair. With chest.
My little grown man.
Aw.
A little beard coming in. I'm not that old.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh, everybody! It is dessert week. It's also the quarterfinals, which is
Quarterfinals.
I cannot believe how fast this is going by. Because honestly, it's going by at a clip that has me like, I can't believe we're already here. Semis is tonight. That already happened in England. About let's do the math here. 5+ hours. I don't know, 6 or so hours back. it happened.
Wait, is this our friend Frank in the chat?
It is Frank in the chat. Frank does from time to time watch live. What up, big Frank? And so, oh my gosh, it was a bit of chaos. Yes, everything got. I had to get a quick, and I didn't just have to reboot it once. I had to reboot it twice. So it was bad. The computer took a hard crash, y'all. So, but we're here. It's a good time to be had. We're going to talk about all kinds of things that happened this week, but in general, we're going to hang out with Kim for a little bit, get caught up with her. Then we'll do some news. Then we'll do the rest of the show. It's easy. You know how he gets down. Kimmy, what the heck's been going on with you, madam?
Well, let's see. The last time we spoke till now, it seems like it flew by, and yet it seems like forever.
Yeah.
I've just been doing a lot of baking, really exciting projects that I guess word of mouth. I did someone's quinceañera, which was a little nerve-wracking because they really did treat it like a big wedding.
Yeah.
I did someone's 30th birthday party, and then just recently I did a wedding, which it's like a whole other world of stress. It's like almost tent level stress. The thing about it was for one of my very dearest friends. And when they told me they were getting married, I was like, can you do me the honor? I'll make you your wedding cake. And they said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it was like one of those 3 tiers, 5 different fillings, 3 different types of cake because nobody wanted the same thing. And then the top tier is for their 1-year anniversary. So it was a whole kit and caboodle. It went off without a hitch, but so that was pretty exciting. That was last weekend, actually.
Cool.
And I've done a couple of breast cancer awareness bakes for this hair salon that I actually get my hair at. They found out that I won, and they were like, well, we do this wonderful thing every Mondays. Every Monday, anyone that is going through cancer treatments, they do free services. And so they wanted to do this thing where it was for breast cancer awareness month. I made like the pink ribbon cookies and then cupcakes, and they would give it out to all their clients. So that was very special.
Oh yeah, that
asked to
is
do that.
so well. So in general, very sweet of you, but also that seems like a very satisfying thing to be able to do.
It was lovely. Yeah.
Dig that. I love that for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you are a baker and a half, because I constantly see stuff pop up in your stories and I'm like, what is Kim up to this time? She's whipping up something.
I know.
And it's oftentimes something big.
It's always big. It can never be like, I'll have some bran muffins or something. No, you got to have like a whole like mountain with a ski lodge coming down the pike. Like, I don't know why.
You're an impressive baker. You know what I'm saying? You build big. I'm sure you make a fine cookie, but I mean, who cares?
Yeah, seriously, who cares? Like, you can go buy a cookie.
You don't win the whole thing by playing small.
There you go. That is the case. That is how one becomes the champ. So I'm watching Kim's internet ping around, but it's a no. So worry not. Your internet's being buddy.
Okay. I mean, God bless.
I'm watching your bars
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. It's just coming and go. I know how your internet likes to act. So if need be, you can slide. You'll just go to another room. You're okay. Don't worry about it. And if not, we'll be fine.
Okay. I'll be in the bathroom later.
Well, I'm glad to know you are doing well and are still having a good time at this baking thing. I saw I've seen you do some traveling as well. Where'd you and the Mister go? I saw you guys travel somewhere and I can't remember where.
I have to say, we were supposed to go back to England because we were going to go to the finale of the new season of the Great American Baking Show. We had to cancel our trip, to tell you the truth. This would take a hard turn, this conversation, but suffice it to say, somebody in my family got it was like a health issue.
Yeah.
And the doctor advised us not to go. So we didn't go. And thank God everything worked out okay. But it was pretty scary from the end of July through September.
Yeah.
It was makes you put things into perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were supposed to go back to London because my husband never got to go when I was there.
Oh, when you were there?
Yeah. He was supposed to come and then he had to cancel his trip because my mom hurt herself.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Like, as I was filming, my mom fell and she hurt herself pretty bad. And she wanted me to come home. I'm like, I love you, but I'm not coming home. My husband will take care of you. My brother can come take care of you.
Yeah.
I got a dream I got to pursue, Yeah. But so we haven't been anywhere, T. I wish I could say like, oh, we went to this place. Nowhere.
Hey,
yeah. Maybe next year.
Sometimes being at home is okay.
It is okay. And sometimes your health takes precedence. What are you going to do?
There you go. Exactly the case. So worry not. That's good stuff. Well, there you go. You're a little bit caught up on Kim's life. You should be following Kim everywhere because she's a delight and just a good person and a good friend of ours. So kick with the homies, people. Do that. But you know what it is. Let's talk bake off. Your remaining bakers in the tent this week are Aaron, Ian, Jasmine, Toby, and Tom. 4 dudes and a lady. It's weird.
Wild.
I'm made uncomfortable by it.
It's it's funny, like the men in my family cook mostly, the women too, but like all the men in my family cook.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot of men that bake, like exclusively bake. Like obviously every man that knows how to cook can like make a cornbread or whatever. So it is odd to see such a male dominated quarterfinal.
It is.
It is, and I'm just like, check these guys out. But again, this has been I got to give it up to them, a really, really good class of bakers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to
unbelievable.
I have to respect their efforts this go around. It's kind of like, okay, y'all seem to be pulling. We'll get to it, but the fact the technical they chose is the technical they chose, and it did pretty good.
Like horrible disaster.
Because maybe 2 seasons ago they had that same technical.
Ooh.
and nobody got it right.
Yeah.
or like one baker got it right. So it's like, I like to point out to you that there are certain classes of baker, and this is one of those ones that might have a bunch of people writing cookbooks after the fact or getting shows or so forth, because they're very good at what they do. Where is my little video pane at? My apologies. I have to go over here. I was looking in the chat to see my man's Frank's, but you know what it is. Every week we have a little news story, and we got one for you this week. Let me click on. Let me go click on the link so I can open said news story, because of course I had to restart my computer, as you have heard. So I need that link open, and then I'm gonna push this button. Watch.
Bakers make the world go round.
It's Bakers Makes the World Go Round. The last time I did this with Kim was the news, so she got to be Bakers Make the World Go Round, but she was the whole news. So I got to do an entire interview with just her. So, and because of that, I have a whole little extra video that I get to play now. So thanks, Kim.
Oh, hey, God bless.
You've added to the show in ways that you don't know until just now. But this is from the good people over at Decider, Megan O'Keefe on the byline. The Great British Baking Show, I hate when they call it the baking show because I like calling it Bake Off, respect due, is boring again, just like we wanted it to be.
Oh.
The Great British Bake Off Desserts Week is often a cause for great excitement in my neck of the Netflix streaming woods. It means that a new season of Great British Bake Off is drawing to an end. Tensions in the iconic Bake Off tent are usually high, and the challenges typically turn out to be quite complex. Judges Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith are poised to eliminate one of the final five final bakers. Everyone still in the competition is not only talented, but also someone we've spent over a month getting to know and learning to love. Desserts Week is usually a high point for the season of the Great British Bake Off. However, this week, as I logged into Netflix, the usual thrill was gone. This says spoilers for the show, but of course we're going to discuss the show. There are no real spoilers here. This time around, I wasn't overly nervous about who would go home because the field had been naturally thinning out over the season. With Jasmine leading the pack as the overwhelming favorite, the challenges were fairly classic, the jokes predictably raunchy, and the bakers unflappably kind to each other. Noel and Allison enjoyed their sweet, silly rapport. Even the rare ripples of weirdness, Ian getting attacked by a gust of wind blowing into the tent, were charming. All of which is to say, the Great British Bake Off has absolutely course corrected from its year of chaos and controversy. I don't feel like we had that, but go on, Megan. Everything about the Great British Bake Off Desserts Week was as cozy as could be. I should have been in heaven. Instead, I was bored. And I'm going to stop right there.
What show are they watching?
I mean, she can be bored. The link to the remainder of that article is in your notes. Go have at it if you want to read the rest of Megan explaining why she is bored, but in a happy place with her boredom. I care not.
Okay.
Because it has been anything but boring to me. This has been so fun. It's been interesting. They've done interesting things within the technical. They've had some good bakes to me. And so I don't know. I'm not bored. I'm quite happy with what has been popping on in the tent, including Nick set me up.
Yes, this week's signature challenge is a highly decorated Basque style cheesecake. This cheesecake, characterized with a burnished top and a silky smooth creamy center, originated from the Basque region in Spain around the early 90s. And I think they meant 1890s, but I don't know. They have 2.5 hours.
I mean, just because I needed to know right quick, I went and looked it up right quick. The Basque cheesecake was created in 1988.
Whoa, the actual 90s.
By Santiago Rivera at his Pinsto Bar La Viña in San Sebastian, a coastal city in the Basque country of Spain. It achieved popularity online in the 2010s, helped by a recipe published by the British food writer Nigella Lawson. In 2021, Basque cheesecake was widely shared on Instagram and became ubiquitous in the UK. So
Look at that.
Basque cheesecake. As I watched them slice it and I looked at the texture of it, it looks very much like Japanese cheesecake, which is a little spongy, kind of almost like angel food cake.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've never had Japanese cheesecake, you should. It's really good.
That's fun.
And I've only had it in Toronto, and I've had it from a couple of spots up there that make it, and including Uncle Tetsuo's, who I tell you to go visit if you want to get the version I think is the best up there. Assuming Uncle Tetsuo's is still about. Basque, you ever made a Basque cheesecake, Kim?
You know, I never have, but one of my dearest friend that came to England to see me win, Robert, who's 6'6", his husband makes a Basque cheesecake that, like, he thinks it's the best thing ever. It's a s'mores Basque cheesecake. And
Nice.
it's pretty phenomenal looking with that burnt, I mean, it lends itself, the burnt marshmallow topping, and it's quite delicious, but I personally have never made one. Have you made one?
No, that's not my style. Guys, we're about to have a real fun show because as I look at my show notes, there's nothing there because, of course, I refresh the computer. It's gonna be a real freestyling episode, y'all.
What did I write?
The notes didn't save.
The notes did not save, and when the computer restarted, it did not. It did not give me a oftentimes it'll give you that little the little backup save. So worry not, we'll get through it. It's gonna be a good time to be had. Let me just pull up because it's not that difficult.
I took notes if you need them, T.
Oh, we're just gonna lean on each other tonight, people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have to say, Nick, you're frozen. I don't know, T. Can you see Nick move?
It
On my
just
end.
it hiccups every now and again. She'll move and then not move. It's okay. We're used to it.
Okay.
All right, let me get to, and this is me trying my best not to spoil tonight's episode by looking away.
So this is the week that I dread every series because it's the jiggly dessert week.
Yeah. So in this case, there is a little jiggle to cheesecake, but that's how cheesecake kind of gets down anyway. So it wasn't too. When you bake a cheesecake, trust me, a part of a cheesecake has a little jiggle to it. It does. I'm telling you, I've had to make them. So. But I got a list here. It's not going to be in the order we normally go by. It's going to be alphabetical. We're going to run through them. We're going to talk about them as best we can without me being able to break them down fully. Kim has notes. She's going to help out the cause. We're going to be great. Worry not.
And I just finished a rewatch. So
as did I. So it's all good.
Me too. Yep.
So in alphabetical order, Aaron is making Basque in sake. He's going to be doing it's plums. It's what else is going on with that cheesecake? Good Lord. This happens
Nutmeg.
for me. Yes, it was nutmeg,
vanilla.
And vanilla in the actual cheesecake filling. Then he had these they look lovely. It was like the best. You told me before they give you guys really good fruit. So of course it's like
yes,
the best fruit that they can bring, that these guys who work in the production can bring them. So of course it's gorgeous, and it's just the way he hooked that cake up. I was just like, okay, I see you out here, man. You got something going for you. So that one is an interesting bake. The sake part of it is he poached the plums in the sake, so that's how he got that situation going there. So he did, and he talked about his grandfather and how he inspired him to for that particular bake because his grandpa was always eating plums. Burn it. I always love the way the Brits say Bernard or burn it.
Burn it.
Yeah, so that's a good time to be at there. Ian is going for a Christmas box Basque cake. It's going to be an orange, all flavored situation. Lord, we'll get you there, but still, it's all like. So it's the idea. It's sound. You know what I'm saying? He's going to decorate it with he's going to candy some oranges. He's going to do some twills that are going to be flavored with cardamom. So he's doing orange and cardamom, which will come back later in this episode as his. And I'm like, okay, this got a vibe. But for some reason, he thought, okay, I'm going to add food coloring to it. I'm like, what are we doing there? And also, he like just zested the zest out of an orange like crazy lot. So that again, that'll come around when we judge this output. Jasmine is making mango and passion fruit Basque cake, but it's more than that. I find it interesting that they named it mango and passion fruit because it's actually a lime cheesecake. It's a flavor with lime. It is there's lime juice. There's the zest of limes. There's candied lime peels on the top of it. It's also decorated with this lovely mango rose that she cut and placed on top of it. So it's brilliant. But I would call that a lime cheesecake or a mango lime passion fruit cheesecake. But they called it the mango and passion fruit. And of course, and then on top of all that, so the cheesecake is lime infused with lime juice and lime zest. Then on top of the cheesecake, it's a passion fruit curd, and on top of that sits a mango rose. It's trust me.
Passion fruit was popular this year.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
With Toby up next, he's going for white chocolate and passion fruit Basque cheesecake. So Toby's doing this white. It's a white chocolate. I think he said he's going to have it with butter for some reason. Not sure why. And it's marble. So the intent is to marble the Basque cheesecake. So when you cut it, you kind of get a look. It's like, okay, it's kind of marbled. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with that? And he himself is also making a passion fruit curd, but it's not really in the cheesecake. It's a part of the cheesecake, but not within it. And he also makes these little white chocolate little
illusion
cups.
Passion fruit, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, because they're meant to look like passion fruit. So of course they're filled with cream and passion fruit. And what if we told you about making stuff just sit on top of things? If they didn't ask for it,
don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Tom is going for a black sesame and lemon curd Basque cheesecake. His idea was, I'm gonna do something outlandish, and he makes the whole thing pitch black. And he makes this, and he decorates it with a white chocolate lemon that's also pitch black, and that is filled with a lemon curd. And so that will be the one source of color for this whole thing. The rest of this is a sesame flavored cheesecake, and then the lemon curd is within that the lemon shell situation.
The whole idea of like a sesame flavored sweet dessert with lemon, I can't wrap my mind around what that tastes like.
You ever had the little? I find it at the like Asian market and stuff like that.
Yes,
little sesame joints. Yeah, okay.
But those to me are sweet because they have like honey in them.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That is the source of the sugar. So you are absolutely correct. So it is interesting to me that he would choose to, and I don't recall seeing him toasting the sesame seeds or doing anything like that. He might have, but I'm like, there's something you got to do to bring that flavor forward. And let's discuss that when we judge their output. Again, we're just going to run down the line. And I kind of know the order this came in. So Jasmine was up first, because if you notice, Jasmine was kind of up first every time this week.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know, somebody had a particular style of edit this week, and it was her. And of course, they absolutely loved it. It was gorgeous. The lime was really lovely. Paul found the passion fruit and the cream very, if I recall correctly, cooling, and in a good way. Prue was really getting down with it and was like, "I'm gonna keep eating this if you don't take me away. Let me go away. Get this away from me." That's the first time she says in this episode about something Jasmine makes up. Because guess what? Jasmine's kind of on fire this week. She kind of is on fire every week. It's kind of a she's gonna be a doctor, y'all.
Yeah.
Which almost feels like a waste of a good baker. But I guess we need healthcare, you know.
Right.
Aaron was up next, and they absolutely loved everything about. They loved the way it looked. They appreciated the flavor, the contrast of the flavor, and so forth and so on. Aaron really kind of also had a great showing here in the in the signature. It was kind of impressive. Not impressive because we've seen Aaron he has the signature kind of on lock, and so he actually did very well. They appreciated the plums and how they looked and so forth, and like I said, what they brought to because you have the sweetness from the plums mixing with the creaminess of the cheesecake, and it just all worked out well, and the flavor just kind of was fantastic. So respect due to Aaron and his efforts. I believe it was Toby up next, and they take a bite out of Toby's, and Prue was like, "That is rich and very rich at that." And Paul's like, "Yeah, it's kind of a little overpowering almost in I guess its richness. And so they're kind of explaining to him that he kind of needed something citrusy or something within the cheesecake itself to help lift the flavor, cut the flavor. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Prue's like, hey, let me try one of these little whatevers. And she just pops the whole thing in her mouth. And he's like, oh, she does her little dance. I love when Prue dances. and then Paul's like, oh, yeah, see that right there? You should have did that throughout the whole
Inside the
cheesecake.
cake. Yes.
But I like when Paul will give just a little hint, you know what I'm saying? A little baker's wisdom that he passes on. Like, come on, man. We know we got going on here. Be aware of it and be wise. Ian's up next, and they like the look of it. They like the way the candied oranges look. They're appreciative of the style and so forth and so on. Not too big a fan of. It's not they were anti the cardamom twills, but they were just like, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. But they take a bite of cake and Prue's like, that orange is a bit strong. Also, what's up with this color? Because he put a little food color in it for no reason.
For no reason.
I understand what I know. He thought he had a reason. He did not have a reason, in my opinion. It was basically for no reason. But yeah, it was wildly bitter. It was entirely too much zest, probably down to the pith. Lots of pithy jokes made this week, y'all.
Oh, they ran those pith jokes to the ground.
Taking the pith is what was going on this go around. And I just was like, yeah, that's wild to me that it went down like that. And so they didn't really like the flavor of the cheesecake. And so as they walk away, Ian takes a bite himself and is like, oh no. And then he's like,
his face.
When he realizes, yeah, baby, you did not do well with that particular one. But that's fine. It's fine. Until it's not. Tom's up next. And so they like the look of it. The look, it's actually Prue likes the look of it. Paul was already kind of off about this. And so I did watch the extra slice this week for this episode. And so they crack the lemon. The lemon spreads all over the place. And I want you to know how unsettling it looks. Okay? It just looks gross. And they eat it, and Paul's like, you needed that lemon because that sesame is so far back and faint that you can't even taste it.
I thought it looked cool. I thought the all black was cool. I think that the cutting into the lemon and pouring out this bright yellow to contrast on the black, cool for a Halloween themed dessert.
So
should have been red.
On the extra slice, Paul was like, it looked like pus. And I was like, you're right.
Oh no.
You're right. It gave me a little ick in my stomach. And then when I heard him say that, I go, that's exactly why.
Yeah.
It was gross on a level that I was like not expecting. And oh, hey, I need to skip you on this, my man. Frank, of course, is like, if you didn't know, because Ian was having trouble getting the cheesecake off of the paper. And Paul was like, just leave it on there, man. I know what's going on. Yeah. And again, that happened on the extra slice. Y'all got to watch the extra slice if you are like just a bake-off nut like I am. It just really is it's a good extras thing to have on this to watch. So basically, Prue's like, I like the look, and it's kind of okay, but basically this is fully style over substance, everybody. And it's far too late into this season to be doing that. And so the rest of the effort has to be Tom knows what he has to do. I'll just say that. so and that's a good thing. That's good. That's a great thing, in fact. And so that's what's up with that. Nick, set me up for the next round, please, and thank you.
That is our technical challenge, which this week is set by Prue. She advises them that time is tight and they have to do a lot of multitasking and they should read the recipe first. The technical challenge is 6 gluten-free orange upside down puddings. The puddings should consist of a moist, fragrant orange and cardamom sponge topped with caramelized orange and served alongside a delicious, silky smooth crème anglaise. They have 1.5 hours.
I had this again, so I had to go dig it up for you right quick. Because I don't feel like we've spoken about it at all this season. I thought I'd get you a description of what a crème anglaise is. Custard sauce pouring custard or simply custard. It is of course of French origin. It just means English cream. It's a sauce of egg, sugar, egg yolks, and hot milk, usually flavored with vanilla. In case you ever wonder what's going on with crème anglaise, now you know. Always try
something about hot milk doesn't sit well with me.
It's just everything has to be. It's
Right.
cooking. It's what it is.
Yeah.
But this was you know how it is. The technical people. All I can do is say they cooked, and they did, and that's great. And now we're gonna judge what they did. Aaron was up first. Aaron's was what did they say? They used the word, and I actually want to get the definition of it. And I forgot what it was. It started with a T. Can't recall the word. Sorry, and my notes is gone. So sorry, you got to deal with it. But basically, they were all basically they all didn't look great. They looked slightly underbaked, or in this case, understeamed.
And raw on the inside, apparently.
And they cut into it. He's like, oh, that's you can see it's understeamed. It's raw, and they use raw and overbaked too loosely, in my opinion.
You know, I love Paul Hollywood dearly, but when I said this before this season, to me, raw means something,
Yes.
and burnt means something. And
Mhm.
I think like slightly underbaked and raw are two completely different things. Like, because if something's raw and you're eating it, I have concerns for your health and safety.
Exactly, and that's and because he ate it multiple times, I know it's not actually raw. What he's trying to impart upon us is that it's not as steamed as it could have been. But the flavor's really there. The crème anglaise, I believe he said, was something like perfect. He really was
I
on
liked it.
Yeah. And what comes out from all of these, as you hear this week, no one did poorly. It just is everybody was so good. It becomes one of those situations where you got to be like, okay, we got to get down to the brass tacks here. And in this case, his was the least steamed. This is what it is.
And I think if I remember correctly, they were all kind of debating on how much water to put in what is it called?
The bain-marie.
Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and he filled it like almost all the way to the bottom of the thing. So I bet the water just got inside a little.
You need to go up a little higher because it actually, I think you need to touch the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You actually want to get the water not surrounding it per se, but you want it kind of up and on it so it cooks through. So the heat goes through the tins. It's wild how water and physics, y'all.
Well, it was interesting because Prue didn't even mention. Like, I just assumed you'd want it to be halfway up the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think Prue mentioned exactly where. So whenever they said, "Oh, I just wanted to touch the bottom," I was literally going, "No, make it higher, make it." But I don't know if anybody did really.
I know, and I mean, I guess because somebody did, pretty well. So, or maybe just lucked up, Jasmine was up next, and they liked the caramelization of the oranges on top there. The flavor was really good. The crème anglaise was okay, not okay. Nobody got an okay. So take nothing I say as gospel. It was fine. It's crème anglaise. Guess what? It's custard, it's hot milk, and eggs. It's gonna be pretty tasty, and it was. And her flavor was pretty good. But again, they thought hers were a bit under steam. Toby was up next. I can't believe I can whip these out of my brain like this, y'all. But that you know, I just watched this episode for writing notes a little bit ago. So Toby was up next, and they were really like into his. They're like, okay, I'll be doing something. They enjoyed the flavor. They liked the look of the top of his oranges. They were like, oh, these have clearly been torched a little bit, which was not something I thought they told people to do. I think they just were smart to be like, let me grab my blowtorch right quick and hit these to give the top a little something. They liked the way the syrup, jasmine syrup was too thick, is what hers was, because they had to make a syrup to pour over this, kind of caramelize and pour down. That's what her issue was, and they thought the syrup was good on Toby's, and the bake was good. They were happy with the flavor on his as well, and again, his crème anglaise was fine. Everybody's crème anglaise is well done. Nobody's messing up. No lumps. No curdles. No nothing. Trust on that. Ian's up next, and they really like the way Ian's look, But then, of course, once again, twice this episode, he ended to not peel the orange or cut the orange out. He just left them with the rind, the peel on. And then he was like, hey, what will it matter? Well, it mattered a lot because it was the difference between where he came in the judging. And so Prue's like, I don't like the pith, but I like the way it looks. The flavor is good. The texture's right. It had a good steam on it. It's just the fact we're steaming desserts.
It doesn't sit well with me.
The English are a wild bunch. It's like this is like you have a fire like in a box that will contain it. You don't have to steam it.
You don't have to do this.
But alas, that is what they've decided to do, how they like their food. And they also eat eels. Lots of things going on there. So, jellied eels. Not just eel. I've had eel from a Japanese spot. Guess what? They're doing some things good with eel. The English, on the other hand, what's going on there? Okay. Tom bringing up the rear. I got to tell y'all, they look perfect.
Yeah,
they were perfect. It was crazy.
Gorgeous.
I believe this is where we got a neat as a pin, Miss Nick Jew. And if you look at them, like the syrup is pouring down, and there's a contrast to how it looked to the rest of the bake. The tops were perfectly caramelized and looked gorgeous. And Paul cut into that bad was, oh yeah, that's good, strong flavor, and just everybody was excited to eat. They were excited to eat them bad boys. So you kind of knew, wow, finally, our boy has won a technical. Who has been the highest he had come in tech before this was fourth. Every other time, and I mean every other time, either last or second to last. He is bad in technicals. He was so bad in technicals that I've always said technical is what's going to end up getting him when he gets got. This time around.
When he was fourth, I don't think the pack was very large.
Yeah, it's a weird situation with that one. But your ranking is as follows. Aaron comes in last, and they just said it's underbaked, understeamed. I don't want them to use the right terms. Jasmine, pretty much the same difference. Toby's they really like. It's just Toby's weren't as good as Ian's, who they tell, hey man, what's up with this pith? Why'd you leave? And again, there's a whole nother round of pith jokes. You have to get down. Basically, what he was like, no, but it won't matter. It does matter because that was the difference between you being and possibly being in first place, and it mattered when it mattered. Tom is in first. Give big up to him for that, and he was super excited for it. He was actually kind of taken aback by it. He's like, the best I've done is fourth. I can't believe I did that. Having just had a poor showing in the signature, him doing well in the technical was a big deal to him. And I'm appreciative that he understood that and kind of got that off. And big up to Tom for that, man. I'm glad we got to see that ability show up finally. You know what I'm saying? He's a heck of a baker, except when he doesn't practice, and that's what the techno challenge is.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is the likes of the situation. So that was your techno challenge. I hope you enjoyed it, Nick. Keep on rolling.
Showstopper challenge. The judges would love them to make a sensational, celebratory, freestanding trifle. The judges are looking for an elegant and sophisticated multi-layer dessert inspired by the classic trifle, which consists of a jelly, custard, and baked element. The judges will be looking for something bold and highly elaborate. They have 4.5 hours.
Nick Jew, were you showstop this week?
No. Let me tell you, in the brief, they want something bold and highly elaborate. There were plenty of beautifully decorated small trifles. And I understand because of the nature of the trifle, it's not like you can have this huge. But Tom, who made something show-stopping, got it's too big.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's an interesting one to watch. As far as I know, Trifle's coming like pretty elaborate, tall bowls with a little stand. I think of the episode of Friends where they made a trifle and they put beans in it, and it was peas and ground beef. And then Joey's eating it. He goes, "What's that like? Meat good." It's like, oh my god. Episodes that stick out for me, Friends people. Let's run it down. I got to see if I can pull this in order. I think Tom went up first. Tom is doing one inspired by a holiday with his family to Greece, and he explains that his mom made a dessert every night of yogurt and almonds and figs and so forth and so on, and honey, and how he really enjoyed it. He said it was so good, and he just enjoyed eating it every night. And so that's what his cake is going to be based on. His trifle is going to be based on. And so it's a sponge soaked in. Ooh, I got a picture for you guys. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Crème de figue. And I was like, figue, Chris, crème de figue. And then I, of course, go look it up. And it turns out it is. Give me just a second here. Give you a little screen share. Da-da-da-da. It's a liqueur flavored like figs from France. Yuck. I could enjoy, a fig Newton, but I don't think I want to drink fig anything. But I thought that's kind of nifty. So his sponge is going to be soaked in the crème de figue. That's where you're going to get that figgy flavor from. There's a layer of crème mousseline, but he made the crème mousseline with Greek yogurt. So a crème mousseline is crème pat, and man, wow. Kind of remember what crème pat and whipped butter is how you get a crème mousseline. And I'm saying, in my opinion, I think he's replacing the butter with the Greek yogurt, and that's how he got that. But that layer is a layer of crème mousseline, but in there are these figs, actual figs, English figs, as we find out later. Then there's honey in there's honey in his batter. It's like
in the jelly.
In the jelly. Okay, yeah. Because there's a jelly that he puts on top of it, and he decorate. What is that jelly decorated with? What was it made to look like?
An olive branch.
Yes, it was an olive branch because Greece, and so that was what that was meant to look like, and that was what was to be atop his whole output there. It's kind of cool. I think Jasmine was up next. She's going for a strawberry and lemon trifle. Jasmine's stuff is so cool because it's just like it seems it is not basic. Basic is it almost feels belittling, but it is just well done. It's a high standard of baking that really is she knows what she's doing. So it's going to be a limoncello soaked sponge. It's some layer of strawberry jelly. When I say strawberry jelly, I'm not saying what you put in your PB&J, people. Remember, jelly is jello, it's gelatin. And when you hear me say jelly every time this situation, remember I'm saying jello, basically. But in this case, gelatin, she makes it with gelatin. She makes it herself. And then she makes a bavarois, which is a Bavarian bavarois. I had it written down. Also, check it out. Having to spell bavarois.
Oh, good luck.
No. I got it. I figured it out, but I spelled it wrong the first time. And bavarois, it's again a French word. I love that the French have all these words for other countries that surround them. So bavarois is Bavarian cream. It's just that's what bavarois means. And Bavarian cream, crème bavaroise with an S or bavarois. Is a French dessert consisting of an egg-based custard. It's milk thickened with eggs, gelatin, and a whipped cream is then folded into it. You put it in a cold mode and you got the Bavarian cream. But that's her cream. And everybody else is doing like jellies and stuff like that. No, she instead makes a bavarois, and that's what tops her situation off, along with forgive me, I believe lemon curd as well as some fresh fruit.
Well, her jelly was on an inner layer.
Yeah.
On the top, which is smart because then you don't have to have this glob of jelly sitting on top of a cake.
Exactly. Her plays.
I tell you,
everything about her. Jasmine shoots lights out night after night. She is the Steph Curry of baking at this point. It's kind of fantastic. I'm excited to figure out see how she did tonight in the semis. let's do Toby next. Toby's doing Nanny Mo's Sherry Trifle, which is dedicated to, of course, his Nan Mo, who makes a cherry trifle at Christmas time every year, and he really gets down with it. This is going to be, of course, a sponge soaked with sherry. It is, what else is going on in Nanny Mo's sherry trifle? It's going to be decorated in a Christmas kind of theme. He makes these strawberry Santas that Paul later calls Father Christmases, but we'll get around to that because, of course, they call them Father Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing.
Not Santa Claus?
No, they don't get that one. It's Father Christmas.
Those were adorable, though. I feel like he's given me an idea for a really cute, simple Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Elderflower.
He used an elderflower in his jelly, right?
In the cream.
He's in the cream. Okay.
Yeah.
What did he put in that jelly? I never had elderflower. Elderflower
Gin.
Gin is elderflower?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I've had elderflower. Check me out. I'm so fancy. I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. No, that's juniper. Juniper and gin. I know that. That for sure. Now that I think on that.
That's right.
Elderflower.
I have had elderflower gin, like you infused.
Yeah.
It's distilled with juniper.
There's some famous drink that has elderflower with like Saint Germain or something.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, hey, elderflower seems to be they seem to make everything with it: sodas, liqueurs, and so forth and so on. So it's elderflower is out there across the pond, y'all. So get down with it.
Yeah, if you've had a fancy gin or a fancy gin cocktail, you've had some elderflower.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what else is going on in his bake, and I cannot for the life of me. So there you go. That's Toby. White chocolate. It's got no. There's no white chocolate in this one. There's no white chocolate in that. That's his other one. Can't call it.
He was the one who had the jelly thing on the top. I can't remember what his decoration was on the inside. It
was a poinsettia.
There you go.
And he had this jelly on the top of the decoration with jelly art. You know how they going with the what is that called, Kim?
Injector thing.
It's the needles, the injectors. Yeah.
So I don't understand how y'all use that as bakers. That seems that is where being a doctor probably would come in handy, but the doctor didn't do that with her jelly situation. So, if anything, maybe that tells us a lot about her.
I thought it was very interesting because Toby used the bowl, but it wasn't a clear bowl. So like when you inject that, it just reminded me of the jelly art challenge we had because when you injected it, you could just lift it up and see what your flour is doing. But if it's dark and you can't, like I said, well, how's he going to figure it out? But
the fact that he managed it, well, you know what it is? I'm going to assume practice. Practice simply made perfect for him this go around. And it turned out pretty okay. So
it was,
yeah. Who we got left? We got Toby.
Aaron.
Okay, Aaron is doing the trifle haters trifle. Because Aaron doesn't like trifle. And everybody in that tent seems shocked by it, including our judges, Paul and Prue, are like, what you talking about? I love it. It's my favorite dessert. It's his favorite dessert. Later, Allison comes up and he's like, oh my God, what do you mean you don't love trifle?
I've never had a trifle, but I'm with Aaron. I don't want no damn jelly and cake and cream. Yeah.
I think the jelly is, I feel like that is not an always present part of the trifle. It can be a part of the trifle, but I don't think everybody's always whipping the jelly in their trifle. Because there's just it's usually
keep the jelly.
Yeah, it's usually cake, cream, and fruit. And that's basically what normally it turns out to be. And his has a champagne jelly situation.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah, I was actually very impressed with that. He also has was it
chamomile custard?
Well? Yeah, a chamomile custard, which I thought kind of sounded interesting. A raspberry cream as well that he has in there in his layers amongst his sponge.
A peach compote.
Yes, and a peach compote, and that's what he did. He cuts up peaches this time on the top of them. That's what his jelly layer is. So he has these beautifully sliced and laid out peaches that are then covered in the champagne jelly. And again, the idea was sound. Aaron is a heck of a baker. but we'll get around to that when we judge his output here shortly, and then we'll bring up the rear with Ian, who is going for Trifle. It's reminiscent or inspired by his time in a Sicilian town of Tormina or something to that effect. Sorry, and again, a cool idea. It's a jacon that is the collar is this jacon that is meant to resemble a Sicilian tile, which is gorgeous.
That was gorgeous. That collar.
Yes.
On top is supposed to be a lemon jelly that is, I mean, remember, if I say jelly, what do I mean? There you go. Okay, it's going to be a Sicilian sun. There's a whole little bit back and forth between Paul and him and talking about this. What's the difference about the Sicilian sun? Does it come out in the daytime? And Prue, of course, has to. I love that Prue comes in every now and again. It's like, come on, man, leave my baby alone. she'll just settle people down when they get a little too much. Like, you're gonna be doing this. And what are his layers? Do y'all recall offhand what in between his layers of
He had strawberry masala jelly.
Yes.
And a lemon injected jelly dome on top.
Yeah.
That fried pastry cannoli in the middle.
The cannoli, yes, the cannoli disc spread out on the inside. Yeah. Which is like, okay, that's a cool little idea. A little textural difference. And I kind of like that. I like a little bit of a crunchy and kind of situation. So I kind of, yeah. So I very much would dig on that. So that is everybody. Before we judge them, I get to play this video that I made just for Kim because I needed a gap in video. So check it out. I interviewed Kim before I talked to any other baker from her season, The Great American Baking Show. Literally, we hadn't done anything because Kim was on the tour. You know what I'm saying? They had the champ out there. For once, they ruined it for me. They told me who won immediately. Like, she won, and you know it. And I was like, lucky.
I felt so bad.
She's an amazing woman, and I like hanging out with her. But because of that, I had a whole, we do the show like this, and of course, I had an entire package that I'd made with Kim that had been filmed like a month and a half before that I injected into the show. And because of that, I had to make a new clip to go into that video, and now I use that to go from us talking about the Showstopper into the judging of the Showstopper, and I'm going to push play on it right now. Check it out. I love it. I know that Jasmine was up first because remember I told you Jasmine's been up first this whole episode, so it's kind of on time. And they absolutely are like, "Yo, that's crazy. That looks amazing." Paul looks at it and he goes and he cuts into it and he's like, "Oh, you just made a big Victoria sandwich."
Victoria sandwich. The camera person so shady. They zoomed right in on all the imperfections on hers as the judges were talking about how perfect it was. I'm like, oh, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all do that?
Well, they cut into it, and once again, they cut two big pieces out of it. In fact, and what had been discussed with her as she was making it, as they came around talking to her, she was like, "I'm trying to make sure I put the right amount of gelatin in, so it's not rubbery, but also not liquid." And it turns out she did just that. She shot lights out again, y'all. The jelly is perfect. It's perfectly set. The layers of sponge are perfectly baked. The cream is good. The lemon is doing the dang thing. The bathwash is working. All right, they're super impressed with her output because guess what? She kind of is really good, like super good. It's kind of like, kind of like amazing when I think about it. And I was like, okay, that's my girl doing the dang thing. So again, Jasmine knocked it right out of the park, y'all. Sorry, she's good at what she does. Aaron came up next. Aaron sets his down. They're like, holy cow, this is gorgeous. Like it looks exceptional and so forth. And then they cut into it, and it cuts well, and it looks nice and so forth. And they taste it, and Paul's like, the chamomile layer is a bit rubbery, meaning he put too much gelatin into that layer. The raspberry layer is a bit, I think, thin. So that wasn't quite doing what he needed to do. The sponge is overbaked and dry. And
but it tasted good.
And then, but that's it's kind of the point. It's like this all sounds like, man, oh my God. I'm like, this sounds like send home worthy. But no, they get to that jelly topping, like, yo, that champagne jelly is insane. And this all together tastes so good. It's just the texture. Prue's like, oh, that chamomile is good. But if I eat the chamomile, I have to eat it by itself because the raspberry is a bit overpowering. And I'm like, okay, I can see that. But the raspberry itself is good, and everything is delicious. It's simply a texture issue this go around, and I know that is the saving grace. It's like, man, it was pretty and it tasted good.
Yeah,
not technically right, and that's anybody's kind of bag. That texture might be somebody else. Like, I love the way this turned out. So I feel like they are kind of like, okay, that can just be opinion, not all the way fact. Toby's up next.
Yes.
And they love the way Toby's looks. And like I said, Paul's like, I love these Father Christmases. I've never seen anything like that. And that's how I know Paul ain't never been on the internet or don't be on these because little strawberry Santas have been a thing for, at this point, some years now, with the little whipped cream Santas, you know what I'm saying? And people tell you how to make them. And at Christmas every year, like, make Santa Claus with, with piping some whipped cream and so forth and so on. So Paul just be out here missing. They are not upset that so Toby's gelatin didn't separate from the bowl clean. It ended up tearing a bit, but the injecting work was still so well done that they're like, oh yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Toby's cake is like a rock and bone dry. And I'm just like, is it though, Paul? Or is you just being a butt today? Again, they're appreciative of the flavor profile that he has going on in his, which I cannot remember. So my apologies, y'all. But they do like that. This again, it's a texture issue basically for two bakes in a straight, which also is, again, I think what makes what ends up becoming like a saving grace for Aaron is like, okay, two of y'all did this. And his tasted really good, and yours tastes pretty good. So y'all be fine this week, and they worked. Ian comes out with his no, I think they brought Ian. Yeah, Ian came last. So Tom's up next, and it's gorgeous. It's so pretty, y'all.
Oh God, gorgeous.
Like, I don't understand how he managed to still speak a bad word because he's like. Prue's so impressed. Paul's like, oh, you're right. This looks amazing. It's big. In fact, I think it's too big. I'm like, shut up.
The Showstopper.
That's a trash complaint to make. That's a trash complaint to make about, because the Showstopper is supposed to be indeed impressive. In fact, that is the brief. You wanted something, elegantly designed and look great, and he came out and did just that. You have to see. So, man, again, these are freestanding trifles. Trifles, like I just explained earlier, usually are in a dish or a bowl.
Yeah.
And so the fact that these are out in the air and not falling over, you should be impressed by the efforts of these bakers. I'm just telling you. And so there's a layer of sponge. There's the Greek yogurt mousseline that he has. In that layer, it's surrounded by figs. Another layer of sponge. Then the jelly on top of that. It's crazy, right? So they cut into it, and they take a slice out of it, and guess what? It's fine. It's sturdy. It holds up. They taste it, and they're like, it's almond, and it's almond extract. And I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all, people, don't use extracts in these bakes, or figure out how much extract you need, because they keep hitting it too hard, so the jacquard is just all almond. And you're not really getting anything from the honey. As it turns out, you're not getting anything from the figs, but that's because it turns out English figs aren't very strong in their flavor, which is now this is a situation where, okay, like I said, he didn't get to bring his figs. They bring him figs. Like, if English figs are bad, get me some Spanish figs or whoever figs is figging. Greek figs, if you will. Don't get me the worst of the possibilities of fig here.
Seriously.
But it's just almond. It's all almond. and that is a problem. And because of that, basically, it's twice now where it becomes it's more swag, it's more style than it is substance. And I was like, is they about to send my man home? And I'm like, what they love him. I'm like, they really loved him some time.
No, they weren't gonna do it. The technical doesn't count until it does.
Until it does.
Yeah.
And so I was really like, man, Tom might go home off of this gorgeous cake. That's crazy to me. But it was distinctly possible until Ian brings up the rear. His bake, as you can see, it's kind of starting to press down on itself, so the cake's starting to bow out. He had attempted, and I thought smartly, try to cover the gaps in the jacquard that wraps around it. Smartly so. And I was like, oh yeah, well, whipped cream in there, perfect. Yes, do that. But even still, it's just heavy until it keeps pushing down and bulging out even further because it has a big old slab of gelatin on top of it. The gelatin sun really, really, really turned out well. I guess you could have caramelized. You know what? That is wise. Look, hit that bad boy with a little caramel. Hit that up. Yes, that like you probably could have did something to it, but
it's just not as aesthetically pleasing because that row of half-cut figs around
it really was something gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I know, but then just think about it. Just take this. You sprinkle a little sugar on it, hit it with the torch. Bring a little something out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? 2020 hindsight, you know what it is. They taste Ian's jelly and they like, what's that flavor supposed to be? They're like, lemon. And they're like, no. He basically made plain gelatin.
Yeah.
Which even as a notion, I don't even like gelatin jello as it is. But the idea of you serving me up gelatin that tastes like water or
like nothing, just that texture and no flavor. My God in heaven.
The jacquard
I felt
is
so bad for him. His face when they said that.
I know. The jacquard was not jacquarding as well. It looked great. It just didn't. It didn't taste good. Prue did like the way it tasted. So she goes, I just have to disagree with my fellow judge here. I actually do like the way this tastes. Paul was not a fan. He goes, I don't like the taste of that. Straight up. When somebody tells you that, when Paul Hollywood tells you that, it's a bit of a problem. And he did not get down with the way it tasted. And again, the jelly didn't taste right. The cake didn't taste right.
Oh, baby.
All of these things lead to exactly what you think it is. And that is Ian. C'est la vie. C'est la go. I love that that we've gotten so far on the show, this very podcast we do, whereas the Star Baker bit, it's kind of important the first few weeks, but at this point, I think you know who the Star Baker this week is because I was telling you she shot lights out all week. Again, it is Jasmine, her fourth Star Baker of this series.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I don't know what the record is. I should go look that up because it's 5. She's so good. It's 5?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Back in the day, what's his name? Richard. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Richard. Yeah.
She's really, really good. Okay. Like thoroughly, impressively one hell of a baker. It is going to I don't know, man.
I'm a little bored.
Oh, well, yeah, I can understand it, but it's like that's how good she is. It's the year I'm saying the Warriors win 82 games. Like, I guess.
Well, I wasn't bored for that.
I know. Also, I think it was 72 games, 72 and 10, right?
73 and 9.
Okay, yeah. So you just kind of are like, all right, fine, Steph Curry, keep making half-court shots because that's what she's doing here, and it's thoroughly impressive. And so I gotta respect her for it because she's very good at what she does. And sorry, but you know what it is. Let me start. Let's start spinning the drain here. Normally, around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, we get together and do this live on the Twitch and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you know what you can do for me. You can give me a subscribe, a thumbs up, and a little comment because it makes it show up to other people out there, and that's great. If you're on Twitch, hey, thanks for being on Twitch. I have no idea how well the show does on Twitch. I don't even go look at Twitch, but it's there. So those who are on Twitch can watch it. And I hope you like it over there. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, come on, hit us with those 5 stars. Again, same difference. It helps push the brand. It helps more people see us. And on Apple, you can. You don't have to. It'd be mighty nice if you wrote me a little review and said why you like what we do over here. Please and thank you. If you're so inclined and want to message us, do that at podcast@strangecountryMilk.com. Call, text, leave us a voicemail, 216-264-6311. That's 216-264-6311. We'd certainly love to hear from you. And hear from you. We have my man Frank. Frank is in the chat, and I'm about to read his email out loud to him, which is hilarious to me. And now I have to actually go open the email because, of course, it's no longer in my notes. Man, I'm never going to be over this. I'm telling you that right now. I am so unhappy.
You did great.
There it is.
You did.
Thoughts on episode 8, Dessert Week. This is, of course, my man Frank. Again, remember, Frank will be joining us for the finale. I need to send him an email. I'll probably do that tomorrow to let you know what's good, sir. Well, another dessert week and another elimination. Congrats to Jasmine for win number 4. I hope she survives Patisserie Week, which is this next episode, and makes it to the finals. Good on Toby for maintaining momentum. I want him to make it to the finals as well. Toby and Jasmine have become my favorites, and I would be content if either won. Not sure who I want in that 3rd spot. Alas, goodbye to Ian. It's sad, but not surprising to see him eliminated. It's impressive he made it to the quarterfinals, but he was hit and miss, as he himself has admitted.
Yeah.
Interesting that it was very close between him and Tom. Speaking of Tom, it is truly ironic that he finally wins a technical, yet it happens during his weakest performance on the show. Isn't that funny how that works out? Yeah. It's frustrating to see how it's playing out for him. You don't like seeing that happen to a baker of his skills. I hope it is what settles him. And says, you know what, going forward, let's just do some good bakes, some good solid bakes, and not try to be too here and or there. Make good things that taste good, bro. You'll be fine. How did he and Ian end up with the bakes with no flavor? Seriously, how does that happen? Neither are novices. I don't recall that ever happening on any other seasons at such a stage in the competition. During the exercise, Ian was lovely. Was his lovely, humble self. Paul was on the show as well. They played a game concerning mullets. It was hilarious. They imposed a celebrity mullet on Bake Off cast members, and the guest had to guess who the mullet belonged to. Also a good time, y'all. One interesting bit about Ian's baking showed up in the unseen clip from the episode where he says the bake will only have his heart and soul, unlike the other times, like bits of hair, skin, or other parts of him. Yeah, he talks about how it's funny. Because Paul is a guest on this week's extra slice on that episode, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
An audience member asked if he ever got extra time, and he said he got an extra. I thought he said 5 minutes, but you said 15 when he cut off a bit of his finger doing bread.
Oh!
Someone asked what happened to that tip that got cut off, and Ian said he doesn't know where it ended up. And then Paul was like, I know where it ended up. It was so good. Again, I cannot tell you enough how you should be checking out the Extra Life. In fact, I'm telling you to check out Extra Slice, but trust me, at the bottom of your show notes, you'll see a thing that says the Extra Slice. Click that link. Trust, I got you. Okay. Thank you for that, Frank. It is a delight always to have you talk to. Over on Spotify, Brad commented, "What's the best birthday cake flavor?" And of course, birthday cake is a flavor in some situations, and it's tasty. It's fine. I have been in a coconut place with my cake lately, but I don't. That was my birthday cake this year. I got the Tom Cruise cake, Kim. It was very good. I got to give my lady ordered from that bakery out there in California, and it was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But cakes I've had several times is basically, if you will, a Reese's themed birthday cake. I've had multiple peanut butter and chocolate cakes in my life, and I love them. And so that would be my personal birthday cake. What about you, ladies?
What do you like,
love
Nick?
cake. I don't love cake. Like
I know.
You know, I'm a yellow cake chocolate frosting. For my birthday, I usually ask for a giant cookie or cupcakes.
Okay.
So,
I made yellow cake with chocolate icing the other day.
yeah, man, it's the one. The one.
It is kind of the one. It's lovely.
Yeah. But, you know, a nice funfetti. I love
Respect. Funfetti is like birthday cake. That's when you think of birthday cake, that's kind of what I think of. So, Kim Baker extraordinaire.
I always like. Yeah, well, you're gonna laugh at this. I like ice cream cake. I think if I was a child and we would get like Friendlies or Carvel.
Yeah.
My husband actually asked me the other day, "Oh, have you ever made an ice cream cake?" And I don't think I have. So that's got to be on the agenda. It's like a nice like vanilla cake and ice cream and some whipped cream, and that's all right.
So my kid's godfather, my man Gabe, and I have this ongoing debate about ice cream cake because it's simply not cake.
But there's a layer of cake in there.
In the ice cream.
There is a layer of cake at Baskin Robbins, and I think somebody told me Cold Stone does a layer of cake.
I've never had ice cream cake that didn't have a layer of cake in it. Everything else is pie.
So Dairy Queen has a layer of crunchies. I think Caravel does a layer of crunchies as well. And so most of these ice cream cakes will have a layer of basically Hydrox is what they were for years. I'm sure they crossed over to Oreos at this point. And then it's ice cream shaped in a cake and decorated with usually whipped cream or whipped topping.
No, that's a pie.
Yeah.
Not pie.
It's just ice cream is what it is in the shape of cake. That's all it is.
No, but I like cake and ice cream. I'm gonna come visit you and I'm gonna make you cake and then ice cream and then I'm gonna stick another cake on top so there'll be no debate about it.
Then at that point, guess what? That is ice cream cake. But that's not what Dairy Queen out here hustling these streets.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got that right. See, for me, and like when I was a little girl, I would love to go to Friendlies and it was a chocolate egg cream and vanilla ice cream on top. There was no cake in that whatsoever. But to me, that's the epitome of heaven. Like last meal, that's part of it. It's so good.
I absolutely love that. You should be getting down with some of that there, okay, people? Thanks, Brett. That's a good. Thank you for bringing the question to the group.
Yeah,
I love it. I love that for all of us. Kim, thank you so very much for joining us. It's such a delight to have you.
Yay!
I knew I wanted you for this episode once I was like, "Oh, this jelly art popping." I know my lady can do this. So let me make sure I get her on this get her back in this operation before we get too late in the game. Tell people where they can keep up with you if you're so inclined and so forth.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you can check me out on Instagram, Your Mom's in the Kitchen, or just my name, Kim Goldfeder-Clarke. But the bakes are on Your Mom's in the Kitchen, or Facebook, or just hit me up any of the social medias.
Speaking down with Kim, I'm telling you, I say this about any and all guests we have on the show. Guess what? They're really, really good bakers. Like not any, no chumps allowed. Okay, and also just a genuinely and generally sweet person, and I love to call her friend, and so I'm glad to have had you hang out with us for this go around. I'm glad you and Nick got to finally chat.
I know
via video, So.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Well, no, we missed it out the last time.
I know.
Yeah. Nick all hardworking.
Right.
I took the day off to interview Kim. I had to take the day off from work to interview Kim. It was great. I had
thank you.
Madam, I have the time. Worry not.
And typically I work from home, so normally I could have done it, but I just happened to be
that day was I think that was like almost like, I don't know if it was your first return to office, but it was definitely one to call you back to the office situation. So I know. Yeah. So worry not. Well, it's all good.
Pleasure.
Yeah. You go check out Kim's episode we did. And her episode is, of course, the finale of this past season of the Great American Baking Show. It's a good, fun time to be at there. I love having the champ on with us. So thank you so much for that.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yep. I am the internet's Tayrell713. I say that because people seem to not spell my name right. I was just on my man Delvin's podcast, and Delvin spells that name. It's not my actual name, as you know. He spelled it with extra L's, no 713. I was like, Delvin, man, what did you do?
Who is this?
And he said he's going to correct it, but I don't think he did. But go check out the Delvin Cox experience. I was on a recent episode. It's a good time to be had there. We talked about D'Angelo. So that is what's up. Bake with us again next time. See you then. Peace.
What happened to your ass? It used to be beautiful.
Stays crunchy and milk.